approach with their hammers is that you actually do the shift voicing first before you do the other voicing. You start with the shift voicing and then you do the other voicing. But for practical purpose, for most pianos, what you want to do is start out fortissimo, listen for, you don't want to be harshly aggressive like the pianist I teamed for last weekend, but you want to check for notes where the tone wants to break up with the normal fortissimo. None of these are quite there, but they're getting close. But when the sound just gets very harsh and breaks up, deep needle. Then check again with a lighter touch. And then closer to the crack. And try it. Maybe that didn't do it. So right up at the edge of the string grooves. Listen to the individual strings. And then you get down to the softer pianissimo play. This one probably is going to stick out at all levels. And so you do a lot of needling from the bottom up on that hammer. And a little dressing on the surface. You don't want the surface of the hammer to be rock hard. It's got to have a soft cushion. Otherwise you won't be able to play and do the beautiful pianissimo shading that you need for a lot of the repertory. But you've got to have a hard core under there. The piano's got to both purr and roar and everything in between. If it just does one or the other, then it's a very limited sort of instrument. But then with the shift voicing, sometimes with new hammers, and certainly with lacquered hammers, if it shifts off the left string completely, you get a very pinched nasal, kind of ugly sound. And so sometimes with new hammers and hammers that need a lot of voicing, it's best to not have it completely shift off the left string. But just to shift enough that the string grooves are no longer aligned with the strings, just a little bit, you throw out with your set screw. And then go through and listen with this. It may sound perfectly even in the normal position, but then you listen in the shift position. And you might hear something. And then you can listen to the individual strings to see which one it is. It's missing that one almost completely. That's the bass soprano string, and that's the middle string. So here's the bass string, it's missing it completely. The middle string, and the soprano string. So guess where I want to needle. And I do most of this by eye, but at Steinway they teach you to put a piece of carbon paper in there and go through and hammer on all the keys and leave a mark of the strings on the hammer so you can kind of see where the point is between the grooves that you want to needle. On this one, you handy dandy light. Now this one's pretty uneven. So I want to just needle shallow along that the line of where that string is hitting the hammer. So it's just to the right of the middle string groove. Just a little